I can hear the words of my old college professor ringing in my ear. He would always say, anyone can be average. Those words have stayed with me throughout my entire life. And one of my personal motivations for success is to not become like, quote unquote, most people. I strive to do a little more than normal in order to ensure my continued pursuit of purpose. But I have noticed, however, that far too many people are satisfied with living an average life. They're comfortable being just another sheep in the herd, even if that herd is headed in the opposite direction of their dreams. I've also learned that most people, there's that phrase again, have a dream inside of them that will take a little, just a little extra effort and sacrifice to achieve. So what I have created is 7 habits. Many of you are familiar with Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But I want to challenge you today to think about and consider whether or not you're operating in the 7 habits of very average people by yours truly. The first habit of very average people is that they wait for life to come to them. They don't go after anything in life. If it means a little extra effort, if it means having to dig, if it doesn't fall into their lap, then they don't take advantage of it. Average people always wait for life to come to them. Number 2, average people never plan ahead. They often go into new situations without a course of action, without doing research, without diagramming what their goals are, writing those down, and then moving towards those and making sure that they stay in line with those goals. They just jump right into it and they never plan ahead. Number 3, average people focus on what's easiest. Meaning, if I have task A over here, which is taking out the garbage, and I have task B on this end, let's say it's writing 1 chapter of my book tonight, most people will choose task A because it's a lot easier and it doesn't require them to sit down, think, and focus on it. It doesn't require a lot of effort. So what we do is we spend our time doing very meaningless tasks in order to avoid the effort that it would take to do a task that's not so easy. So that's the third thing that average people do. They focus on what's easiest. The fourth habit of average people is that they think only of themselves. Average people are always concerned about me, myself, and I. What can I get out of this equation? How can this benefit me? And oftentimes, if it doesn't benefit them, then they don't want anything to do with it. But successful people know that, as Zig Ziglar would say, if you help enough people get what they want in life, then you will get what you want. Successful people know that servant leadership is one of the keys to success. Number 5, the 5th habit of very average people is that they think they're always right. Average people seem to somehow believe that no one can tell them anything. They already know the answers to most of life's questions. And if there's a new area, they have too much pride to admit that, hey, I need some help. Successful people know that they're not always right, so they surround themselves with smart people who can assist them in achieving their goals. Number 6, average people try to do it by themselves. So not only do they only think of themselves, but they try to do everything alone. successful people know that it's through the power of a network that someone becomes truly successful. It's through the power of a network that you actually begin to multiply your influence and your power, your reach. It's through the power of connecting with people and utilizing their talents, skills, and abilities as well to complement yours, to catapult your success. And then number 7, the last habit of very average people is that they stop learning. Average people do not see a need to learn and continue to grow in knowledge past grade school or past college. They think that once they get their diploma or degree, that the learning stops there. No, actually, it's just beginning. Because now we begin the practical application of the things that you were taught in your textbooks, the things that you have been taught growing up. We've now entered this stage of practical application, and it's through practical application that we begin and continue to learn for the rest of our lives. Successful people know that your lifetime is spent learning, and there's never a person that you won't be able to learn from. So again, the 7 habits of very average people. They wait. Number 1, they wait for life to come to them. Number 2, they never plan ahead. Number 3, they focus on what's easiest. Number 4, they think of only themselves. Number 5, they think they're always right. Number 6, they do everything by themselves. And number 7, they stop learning. My name is Randy Williams. Thank you very much for listening.